Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Get it! That's all we need.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Smith. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Smith. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Ready? 19.
Play action. It's Smith. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
18
From the 50, it's Smith. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Following room at midfield. Down the right sideline. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attack. A heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a
bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Christian Kirk, the headliner of their 2022 free agency spending spree, and he's one of the highest paid receivers in the league right now. So what do they expect? For him to get his first career 1,000-yard season and give them big-time production. He gets him a first down right there.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Jaguars are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL,
That's huge. But when you do it week one, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, and a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room. It translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Come on, set.
They can't stop us. Come on, offense. Come on. Keep moving.
Finds his tight end Ingram. Gets by him and over the down. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Lawrence. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to be on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, it's Lawrence. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Running out of the gun with ETN. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Patterson's kick is good. Back down to 14-10. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, he's got a little touchdown, Indianapolis. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Hey, orbit.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Rodgers to return it. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Come 19! Come 19! Hurt! Hurt! Drop 60! Drop 60!
From the 25 on 2nd down, Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Making that play behind the line was Dwayne Smoot.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Go, Reed! Go!
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there, being able to...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Zach Moss, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the... Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Ashton Doolin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back in both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Let's go! 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 Hey, Charlie! Hey!
Now Lawrence on first down.
He completes it to Ridley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
My jersey.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Well, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Gino looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Agnew now to return. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Hey, 5-7.
throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now Gino on first down. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot here before break. Smith.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game. Now picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
Fakes through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Geno Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Colts take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after them because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
Here's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Off of play action, here's Smith. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
18, right here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Trayvon Walker
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And they'll run with ETN. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Hey, Delta. Yep.
The slot man in motion right.
Hey, Haywood.
Second down and goal. Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Go, go. Okay.
Now Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show his the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
18 Rattler.
From the 27, Smith.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Here
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco. 3, go.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Panther 11.
Here's Smith now on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Geno now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. And the Buccaneers have just extended their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hurry, 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 hurry.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Come my team, come my team.
Throwing now is Gino. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go, track. Trap 60, trap 60.
On 1st and 10, Smith. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On the draw is Taylor. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
This is taken at the 23. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This could be the turning point. On the set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10. Right at the 40. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, is the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
From the end zone, Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
His offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw from his end zone, Smith. Campbell making the catch. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20.
Let's go now. Past the 50. Past the 50. Cowboy 18. Pioneers.
Smith on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Ready, set.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Complete to Taylor on the slant. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Let's go!
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd and 11 now. Smith, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Smith. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this year. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 45 yards. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Can't we score?
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Colts, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.